John Mills.
John Mills, on behalf of a number of upstream water agencies. I also commend the author on the How about now?
The red button needs to be down.
Red button was down.
There you go.
There we go. Okay. It's better if I just yell.
You're not at home.
I can only do that outside. So. I want to commend the author as well. For those of us who live and breathe California water, the idea of reading something interesting about it is a novelty. and we've had 2 of those today, which is a record for the council. You're not going to be able to keep this pace up. So I commend the group for doing that. I do want to point out that Randy said, this is California water and you parachuted into it, and my admonishment to you is that, Mr. Hart, you're in a hot LZ. I can explain that to you if you need to know what it means. I just observed it and scanned through it, and I really liked the way it read. But as anything in water, and some folks have said, there's some icons you look for here, some certain touchstones that you want to make sure are referenced here. Some are in the law, some are in policy, but they all ought to be here. Please don't do everything we ask you to do, because if you do, it won't be interesting anymore. But some of the concepts that are key that people look for is that those who do take water out of the Delta watershed, and a lot of agricultural production has return flows. So not all of that water is consumed, and that's a significant difference. And I think on page 5, that would be a great place for that to be identified. The other is that there's some language in the document that popped out at me on page 6 with reference to the State Water Resource Control Board putting on brakes. And this is, I think, an unnecessary terminology for a description of what I think we're talking about here, which is the compliance with improved regional self-reliance on the Delta. And so I know we're getting down to the weeds real quickly, and I'm trying to stay out of that, but those are things that some of these comments, if they're not corrected, and if they are then picked up in the media, will have the effect of throwing a ping pong ball into a room full of ping pong balls sitting on mouse traps. So that imagery should guide you about caution. We'll be glad to help you with some written comments on it, but again, I want to sign up for the Amazon pre-order, so when the Delta's fixed and you've done your book on it, I get a copy. I like your style of writing. Thank you.
Thank you.